Welcome to a special conversation with Screen Rant. My name is Adam Barnard. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm joined today by the brand new WWE Women's United States Champion, Zelina Vega. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you doing? It feels actually really good to hear my name in that sentence like that.
It looks, the whole design feature you have going on right there, it's just perfect. It's perfect colors. It looks good on the shoulder there. Really well done. Fantastic. I know my daughter and I were very excited for your big win the other night. She jumped up off the sofa when she saw your win. So and I'll let Sophie know that you said hello.
Please do.
Congratulations on the win. It's a major accomplishment. Let's talk about the pin and the win. Tell me what was happening for you in that moment as you finally get the big win.
So funny enough, it's one of those things where there's so many moving parts. So there was Piper, and then there was Alba, and then once the referee got them out, that was a big reaction from the crowd. Like, because that usually gets a pretty good reaction, but I felt like for them, the crowd was just so like, yes, get them out of here, please. So everybody was stoked on that, and that just to hear that energy, like you started to feel the energy building, and then once the pin came shortly after, it was just like, it blew the roof off. Like, it just was so crazy. But to be honest, I wasn't expecting that kind of a reaction, like that big of a reaction. I wasn't, because I felt like the fans kind of may have given up on me, like, to be honest, because it's been almost a year since I won a match, let alone bring gold home. So yeah.
Has it really been that long? I don't feel like it's been that long, but
yeah.
It was an incredible moment. It was long overdue. I've been, following your career for a very long time. I know when you're in that moment and you have a big win like that, how quickly does something like that set in for you? I'm sure, like, when you're in the ring, the adrenaline is kind of going crazy. Does it set in when you're in the ring, or do you wait to get in the back and you're like, oh man, this is happening?
I don't think it has set in yet. I really don't, because I've had to carry this around with me, because I'm just like, wait, it's still here, right? Like, it happened, right? Like, this is real.
Holding it right now. It's actually physically here still. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, it's like, this is it. This is it. I have it now. But yeah, it hasn't set in. It's like, I've taken pictures with my cats with it too. And I'm just like, they're sitting in the little space right here with it.
I was going to say, I've seen your photo shoots. The photos that are coming are going to be phenomenal. I'm already aware. It's going to be great.
Oh, dude, I have the motorcycle on board. We're all doing. It's going to be really good. It's going to be really, really good. So I'm excited. And the cool thing is too, when here's on a side note, I hate crying. It was just funny because I'm known for it now, but I hate crying. I'm a big gangsters don't cry, bro. We're not doing this, but. It happened when I just let myself be in the moment, and it just happened. And I think when this happened, I don't know, I wasn't expecting to get so emotional, especially going up the ramp, because I think it started to, once I heard the fans on the side chanting, "You deserve it," I was like, oh my God, this is real.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's wild.
Now, you've been with WWE again since 2021, and you were the first Queen of the Ring, which is another major milestone in your career. Now that you're the Women's United States Champion, how validating is that for you to be seen as such an integral part of the women's division with WWE?
It's literally a dream come true. And to be honest, when I first started this journey, I was like, I just want to be, WWE women's, or WWF back in the day, women's champion. And, that's it, but so many things, WWE has grown so much from just then when I was watching when I was 4 years old to now. And it's just cool to be a part of history, know that, because again, when Queen of the Ring was happening, there wasn't a whole lot of firsts left. The Four Horsewomen kind of took all the first, so it kind of, there wasn't a whole lot left. And the fact that we continue to make these first evers is absolutely beautiful for the women's division, for everybody, but especially for the women, because I feel like there's this, there's a little bit of a chip on our shoulder, thinking we always feel like we have to better ourselves and step up in a really nice way, in a beautiful way, because I think we all just want to be better for the product, for each other, and for ourselves ultimately.
Now, something else that was really cool that happened on the same night, one of my favorite performers, and I'm not just saying that because you're on the phone with me, I'm just saying, Aleister Black, your husband, came back. He returned to WWE, and they gave him the big NXT entrance, which, thank you, Hunter, whoever it was that did that, just absolutely flawless. How cool was it having him there the same night that you won the championship?
Oh my God. I was like, I don't think I have water left in eyes, bro. Like it was crazy, crazy. And the cool thing is like when he was on the plane with me, that's when it started to happen because I noticed that because I'm super scared of planes. I know that sounds ridiculous because I have to do it every week, but super scared of planes. He was with me and it just felt like I was at ease. Everything just felt like I was at ease. And then it was from the plane to the hotel. I kept like looking at him. I'm like, you're here. That's crazy. Like what? And the second like because they had us taken in a different car and we both rode to the arena. I'm still looking at him. I'm like, this is crazy. Like you're here like after like 3.5 years or something like that. And we got into the arena and just kind of seeing certain people got to see him because like you can't hide. He's really, you can't miss him. So but like certain people were seeing
identical
him.
Guy.
Yeah. And they were like, oh my God, like they were just so like in shock. And it just was nice to just see him embrace some of our friends again and our coworkers and just everybody that really, really missed him. And when we were going over his entrance, I felt like a little schoolgirl. Like I was so giddy, so happy. And I saw that they were filming me and I kept trying to turn away because I think it was Michin who looked at me. She's like, you look like a little schoolgirl. You're like so cute and like so giggly. Like you have teeth. That's crazy, because I'm usually so like, like in it. So here, but I don't know. And maybe that added as to why I wasn't as nervous for this match because normally I'd be like having hawks in my stomach. But I was like at ease. It was such a nice feeling. Like for once to just go, everything feels right in the world.
Awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of support I've seen online everywhere for you right now. But one person I saw was Melina, the former WWE Women's Champion. And you mentioned she's been a major supporter of you throughout your career. How has that support from her helped you in your career?
She's my GOAT. I love her so much. Like it's crazy because, even just the name Zelina, it came as an homage almost to Melina because like the spelling specifically, like I wanted to have little pieces of her in me because I've told her so many times, I'm like, listen, I know like you are one of my absolute best friends and I love you to death, but I need you to know that you like there would be no Zelina if Melina wasn't a thing. Like she has been such an inspiration to me like throughout just life in general because I mean, as a Latina, especially, like she was doing it, like she was that girl, so, and I would just look at her in such awe and want to be like her. I was like, wow, like even when I met her, I actually was very scared of her when I first met her because I was like, wow, she's such a good heel. I thought that she was going to be so mean and she was incredibly nice, but I'm sure people who have spoken to her, she kind of talks like this and it's like very little, and she's so happy. And I'm like, why are you making this voice? I feel like this isn't real, right? And she's like, no, that's
working me right now.
Right.
What's happening? Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, you're actually quite the opposite as to what I expected. And she's like, well, that's where I get to be like a completely different version of me and just be in a playground and just play in that character. And I was like, that's crazy. Usually, from what I've noticed, like the best heels are usually like the nicest people in real life. So yeah, no, she's I love her so much. And even when it comes to like the talks that we had, she was at my house recently, and we talked for like hours. It was like 4 a.m. of just like character stuff and where her mind was at as to like what your duty is as a heel versus a babyface, and just getting in her mind. Like she was always so hungry for more, and I think that's something that's always kind of helped like push me to continue to better myself.
She was just an absolute delight of an individual too. Like I got a chance to talk for her for like 30 minutes. I was like, just amazing. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, she's the best.
I know that you love to incorporate cosplay and what feels like so many of your favorite things and personalities into your ring attire and your ring entrances. What's been your favorite gear so far recently? Maybe not all the way back, but maybe like within the past. What's been your favorite gear?
That's so hard. And it's because they all mean different things to me. Even recently when I did the fire one, that's Rengoku from Demon Slayer, because I usually go for the bad guys, but for some reason, Kyojuro just completely like took me. And I was like, I love how regardless of all the temptations around him, he still stayed true to who he was and like the good person. He was fighting for his family too. He made this promise to his mom to like take care of the people who aren't as special as he is, or the powers that he has, and just like set your heart ablaze. I hear that every single time. Like I have it tattooed on my arm because it's just like it that really like it resonated with me. And even the voice actor, Mark Whitten, who does his English voice actor, he's like one of the most incredible human beings I've ever met. Like such a nice person. I'm like, I'd be so bummed if he was such a like a mean person and played such a, you know, amazing character. But it inspires me. So I feel like Flames, anything around Goku related has always been really great. But funny enough, a fan asked me at WWE World, like, if you're going to win the United States Championship, like, what's the cosplay you'd want to do? And without even blinking, I said All Might from My Hero Academia. And I was like, that's literally like the perfect cosplay for a win like that. But honestly, this came so fast, I didn't have time. I literally found out like that day. And I was like, oh, oh, well, we're going to have to go with this gear tonight. So yeah. But eventually an All Might a cosplay is coming just for this alone because it just fits so perfectly.
Now, I know talking about cosplay here, I know you pulled inspiration from one of my favorite R&B singers of all time, Aaliyah. I'm a 90s kid, so, you know.
Yes.
I'm always very hopeful to see some Aaliyah-inspired gear in the ring. Any chance of that happening anytime soon?
Yes, and it's funny because I have done little things for her. Like I did, this is, oh my gosh, back in 2019, I want to say. It was like the Hot Like Fire outfit, but it was shorts instead. So I did that one. I did the Try Again outfit, but with blonde hair.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's been a few of them, but I wanted to do it in gear and somehow incorporate it, especially because there was More Than a Woman where she did the motorcycle gear too. So I was like, oh, I want to do something like with that. But I mean, the fact that I got to meet her brother, Rashad, like that was one of the coolest moments of my life. Like he sounds like her. And he, like when I met him, he was so warm and so loving. And he was the last thing he said to me was like, can I have a hug? Like the way that she would. And I was like, oh my God. And he was like, I know my sister's looking down and is so happy with all of the love that you've shown her, from the Akasha cosplays to like everything else. Like, you know, and just to hear him say that just felt like the best kind of like, I don't know. I felt like my 8-year-old self was freaking out. Like there's certain moments, like anything that's Aaliyah related or Rey Mysterio related, my 8-year-old self is screaming. My brother actually, for my birthday, he got me the new doll, like the Aaliyah doll, because it was like sold out. It sold out in 30 minutes, but somehow he found it.
Amazing. I was gonna say that moved pretty quickly, didn't it? I
was so bummed. I was like, what am I gonna do? I didn't want to like be like, hey Rashad, like, can you get me that? Like that sounds weird. You know what I'm saying? Like I would never do that. But my brother,
favor, but I get it. I understand the vision. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially because she has a section in my room. Like it's just an Aaliyah section in my room. Amazing. Yeah. Because like this room, obviously, like if you could see it, there's like a bunch of different things around here. Those flowers actually are from Candace Michelle. She sent me those flowers today.
Oh, nice.
So that's another one who's just like been with me 1,000,000%. And I feel like whether it was from TNA to now, like I've had so many amazing people support me throughout this journey. Like I could go through a million different people, like Victoria, Mickey, like there's so many people that have had my back throughout the years, and just like working with Ray, it's just, and now with my husband and Andrade, even like, I'm very lucky. And anytime that people have asked me questions, whether it's managers or people who are just starting to wrestle, like I'm always there to give them what I've learned, because I wouldn't, like, without Tommy Dreamer, like this, like getting into TNA wouldn't have happened. Like a lot of these things wouldn't have happened without Matt and Jeff Hardy. Like there's so many people that I can list that have helped shape who Zelina is, and now holding this is freaking insane. So yeah.
I have one last question for you. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Making a time for me. I know WWE announced last year that they have the working relationship with TNA. And then over WrestleMania weekend, they announced the acquisition of AAA. How excited are you at the potential of working in the Knockouts division again, and then potentially taking the Women's United States Championship abroad to defend it in AAA?
That would be Awesome. I would absolutely love that, especially because back in 2011, I went with Sarita, or she's Sarah Stock, but Sarita back then. I went with her to Mexico, and I was training with her in CMLL, and I got to like just go to like the shows and be there with her. But I didn't get to actually wrestle out there at a show because there was some conflicts with TNA and other, with CMLL and all that. But now it's like that's one of the things that I've wanted to do is work with a company like AAA. So I'm like, I would love to be able to do that, but also work with somebody like Stephanie McCour. Like, I love her so much. She's incredible. Like, I want to put that out there. AAA, me and Stephanie, we tear the house down. I love that. I absolutely love that. And I mean, if you're talking that, I would say bring it back. 2016, I was in Stardom. Me and Julia, let's go hit Stardom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many people that I would love to mix it up with, and just like having the chance to do this now, and how much WWE has grown and working all these working relationships is really incredible for not just me, but just wrestling in general. Like, it makes the product amazing, and it makes the fans excited. Like, what are we going to see next?
Now, you just mentioned it here, you and Stephanie Vicaire, and I'm just going to throw this out there as well, Hunter, if you're listening, or anybody else. Aleister Black and Vikingo, just shut up and take my money, okay? We're just out there. Just put the two of you and those two, we're set. I love it. I want to make sure I give you time to plug your show with Dakota Kai and where everybody can find that as well.
Yes, and Dakota I would love to give her the first shot. I'm just saying that, like, Dakota Kai gets first shot. Like, I would love that. She's become like a sister to me, and getting to do this podcast with her and Josiah. So it's like Zelvex J, because we added him in there, J Charlie Girl. And it's on YouTube, Zelvex and Charlie Girl. And then it's, oh my gosh, we post every Friday at noon Eastern Standard Time. Whether it's Twitter, Instagram, all the handles are the same, Zelvex and Charlie, and then TikTok also. But I am at Zelina Vega WWE on Twitter, Instagram. I don't have a Facebook, so don't fall for those people. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Yeah.
Perfect. The new Women's United States Champion, Zelina Vega. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I can't believe you're saying that. It's dope.